It was a quiet Tuesday night at Holloway Funeral Home, the kind of small-town mortuary where nothing unusual ever happens. The Undertaker, Elias Moore, had seen it all. Grief, tears, silence, but never fear. Until that night. At exactly 2:43 a.m., Elias woke to a noise that didn't belong in a place of the dead. A faint thump, then another, coming from the viewing room below. What he found when he opened the door would uncover a mystery buried beneath decades of deceit, grief, and murder, and it would challenge everything he thought he knew about the dead. By the end of this story, you'll learn how one impossible sound from Coffin unraveled the cover-up, revealed a shocking secret, and exposed the darkness hiding behind one family's wealth and influence. 2 days earlier, a woman named Catherine Wren, age 34, was pronounced dead after a supposed car accident on County Route 9. She was the daughter of Judge Thomas Wren, one of the most powerful men in the state. Her body had been found in her car, submerged halfway in a creek. No foul play suspected, they said. The coroner listed the cause as asphyxia by drowning. Elias Moore received the body late that evening. He'd worked in the business for 26 years. Quiet, meticulous, respectful. But something about Catherine's body unsettled him. Her fingernails were broken, her knuckles bruised. And though she'd supposedly drowned, her lungs were oddly dry. Still, orders were orders. Judge Wren wanted her funeral closed casket. For the sake of dignity, he'd said. The body was embalmed and sealed away. But then came that night. Elias lived above the funeral home, as many undertakers in small towns do. At around 2:43 a.m., he was woken by 3 faint, rhythmic knocks from below, almost like someone gently knocking on wood. Half asleep, he thought maybe it was the pipes. But when it happened again, faint, deliberate, and coming from the viewing room, his blood ran cold. He grabbed a flashlight, made his way down the old staircase, and entered the embalming hall. The lights flickered. The air felt heavy, too still. Then came the sound again, thump, thump, thump. It was coming from coffin number 7, Catherine Wren's. At first, Elias didn't believe what he was hearing. But when he placed his ear to the lid, there was no mistaking it. Someone was inside. He fumbled for the keys, unlocked the lid, and pried it open. For a split second, everything was silent. Then Catherine Wren's body gasped. A raw, ragged sound that froze Elias in place. Her eyes shot open. Her lips trembled. She clawed at the edge of the coffin before collapsing back into stillness. Elias stumbled backward, nearly fainting. He called 911, his hands shaking so hard he could barely speak. Paramedics arrived in minutes, but it was too late. Catherine Wren was officially declared dead again. The time of death was 3:04 a.m. But here's the thing. Her blood, though congealed, still showed signs of oxygen intake. Her lungs, partially filled. It wasn't possible, unless she'd been alive when they sealed her in. Detective Lydia Crane of the State Bureau took the case. Her first question: how could a living woman be declared dead? Hospital records showed Catherine had been in a coma after the crash, her pulse faint but present. However, Dr. Alan Price, the attending physician, had signed off on her death certificate after just 10 minutes of observation. A mistake? Or something more sinister? Catherine's toxicology report revealed traces of succinylcholine, a paralytic drug that can mimic death if administered in small doses. And the only person with access to it at the hospital was Dr. Price. But when Detective Crane tried to question him, she learned Dr. Price had disappeared the same night Catherine was found in her car. Catherine's brother, Ethan Wren, contacted Detective Crane privately. He said Catherine had been planning to expose something about Dad's cases, he whispered. According to Ethan, Catherine had been collecting evidence that Judge Wren had accepted bribes in exchange for lenient sentences in corporate manslaughter cases. She told her brother, "If anything happens to me, it won't be an accident." But the real twist came when police searched Catherine's home. Inside a safe, they found a flash drive labeled Hollow Creek. It contained emails between Judge Wren and a pharmaceutical CEO, none other than Dr. Alan Price's employer. The emails discussed containing threats and ensuring discretion. And the last one read, "She knows." While investigators were still processing the evidence, Elias Moore returned to work, unable to sleep. He checked Catherine's body again before burial. That's when he found something everyone else had missed. Under her fingernails, traces of blue latex, the kind worn by surgeons. He turned it over to Detective Crane. DNA analysis confirmed the match, Dr. Alan Price. So Catherine had woken up in a coffin because she wasn't dead when he sealed her fate. And Price had been the one to fake the drowning, likely at the judge's request. But before Price could be found, something else happened. 3 days later, Judge Thomas Wren was found dead in his study, self-inflicted gunshot wound. A suicide note on his desk read, "I did what I had to do to protect my family." But she woke up. God forgive me. Dr. Price's body was never found. His car was discovered abandoned near the Hollow Creek Bridge, the same place where Catherine's car had been pulled from the water. Months later, the Wren family mansion was sold. Elias Moore retired from the funeral home, but he never forgot that sound, the faint, rhythmic thumping in the night. Detective Crane filed her final report with one unresolved note. The Undertaker's account matches physical evidence. No explanation for how Catherine survived embalming procedure prior to her second death. And the last unsettling twist? When the coffin was lowered into the ground, the microphone used during the ceremony, set to record audio for the family, picked up something faint beneath the soil. 3 dull thumps, then silence. So what really happened that night? Did Catherine Wren's body move because of trapped air and chemical reaction, as some experts later suggested? Or did she truly wake up, only to die a second time? This time, knowing exactly who put her there, and most chilling of all, if the Undertaker hadn't hurt her that night, would anyone have ever known the truth? Tell me in the comments. Speech balloon, was it a medical mistake, or the perfect crime?